Hello, everybody. This is Jason Ports with JGP Insurance Group. I am recording a session of How in the World Did I Get Here? We're very lucky to have Clarity Cleaning with us today. This is a focus on our BNI St. Clair County to highlight BNI members, what they do for our chapter, and promote their businesses. This year, we had our 2024 Chapter All-Star from BNI St. Clair County, which is an award that all of our members in our BNI group vote on. Our winner this year was Shirley with Clarity Cleaning. Well deserving of this honor. She is a member of our growth team and a very valuable member of our BNI. She does all of our birthday celebrations and really makes a lot of people feel extremely warm and welcome whenever they come into our chapter. So, Krissy, welcome to How in the World Did I Get Here with JGP Insurance. Thanks a lot for being with us today.
Thank you for inviting me to join this with you. I'm excited to see where this podcast leads you and your business on top of just making connections and making new friends. I love listening to podcasts. I listen to them all the time. So I'll be happy to add yours to my Spotify list if it's there.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Thanks for being here today. Krissy was with Clarity Cleaning and Clarity Businesses out of Highland, Illinois. Tell us a little bit about what Clarity does on a regular basis, the cleaning side, as well as the business side, Chris.
Yeah, so Clarity Cleaning started way before my time, actually. We started in 2020 with Rebecca, and she kind of grew the business a lot. She did a really great job getting it started. And so when I came in, it was great opportunity for me to kind of take my own initiative and build it as best I can. Businesses is owned by Josh Hetley, so we have a couple businesses under him. We have Clarity Ponds, Boulder Designs by Clarity, Clarity Lake Management, and my specialty of Clarity Cleaning. I manage about 8 to 10 different technicians. We range from daytime to all the way in the evenings. The main thing we don't do are weekends. I think that we are very family oriented and weekends are really important to all of us. So we do like to let that, not only our customers have that weekend opportunity, but us ourselves. Clarity Businesses is such a wide range of different businesses that they all kind of correlate together, but they're also very independent in themselves. Clarity Ponds is a pond building, water feature maintenance. They take your backyard that's nothing and build this entire oasis that you can enjoy year round. Clarity Lake Management also has a hand in the ponds because they will maintenance your pond. And then if you have a lake that needs maintained, especially in the summer months, they offer a really good maintenance plan that will help you year round, but it's more so factored in the summer months to get rid of algae and duckweed and things like that. Boulder Designs by Clarity has been our newest business, which is actually a specialty of mine too. I do all of the proofs with all of that. So that's been really fun to learn this past couple years and growing that. Your little address markers, ports established 2024, that kind of thing.
You're trying to sell me on one. That's good. We
Yeah,
need
yeah. I can create a proof, and then our production crew is fantastic with getting that made pretty quickly, and then you get to place that outside your house. It has a lifetime warranty on crumbling and cracking. There's a 5-year paint warranty where we can come out every single year and paint. It has a sealant on it, which is sun resistant, and they're so heavy that they're not going anywhere. I actually have one that was one of our first ones we ever built outside my house. I've gotten to see all the newer ones, so I'm not as in love with mine as I was when I first got it, but it's lasted through 2 years already, and I haven't had to do anything with it. It's beautiful. It sits in my landscaping, and so we've actually incorporated that into a water feature with our Clarity Ponds business too. So that was really cool to add that in. And then Clarity Cleaning is a lot separate from all of those, obviously, because we can't really clean a water feature in our business, but we do have a maintenance team with Clarity Ponds that they can do the cleaning. We focus more on residential and small commercial businesses. Our specialty, I think, would be our small businesses because it's so much of I shouldn't really say specialty. I should really backtrack on that because we have way more residential cleanings. I think my love is the commercial businesses. dealing with other business owners has always been kind of fun, and getting to see their business grow on top of that. But then again, we have one client with our residential cleaning that we've had her since they moved in. They moved here from Chicago. We got to do a move in cleaning for them. I actually participated in it, so that's pretty cool. And then they've done so much maintenance to the house, and they've also grown their family by 2 children. So that's been really cool to be a part of that from beginning to now.
How large is your team, Krissy? How many people do you have working for you, and can do you bring on a job site?
So we have about 8 to 10 different technicians that we utilize throughout the whole time, throughout an entire week, I should say. But most of the time, I send 2 to 3 crews at a time. So that would be, 2 people, 2 to 3 people in one house, 2 to 3 people in another house. Sometimes they'll meet up in the middle. It really varies upon our weekday and our work week.
Mhm.
How many houses we have in a day, how many houses we have in a week really determines, and then their availability. I base all of our availability through our clients. Like I said, we're a very family oriented business. So it's really, we go based on what they can give me. My
Right.
business can't grow without them. And so I'm going to try and do my best to keep them happy and thriving throughout their successful career.
Absolutely. And I imagine managing that type of a crew can certainly have its challenges, right? People all over at different spots. I know that you're doing commercial work, you're doing residential work, you're doing commercial cleanings for real estate or contractors. Do you do new build cleans as well?
We do, yeah. We have some post-construction cleanups. We have some people we've had where there's a contractor that'll reach out to me and say, "Hey, we just redid the flooring. Can you guys come in and just give it a good shine?" Our post-construction is more of a focus on the dirt and dust that's left over. So that's a really big thing with ours with post-construction, because we do floor to ceilings, wipe downs,
Yeah,
and we haven't gotten as many as I would like. If I was ever looking for anything, that would definitely be the aspect I would be kind of pursuing, because that is a great business to get into with contractors, and trying to make sure that they fall in love with not only the work the contractor provided, but our cleaning business as well.
sure. Absolutely. Are you guys wanting to add team members? Where are you at with your growth?
So at this time, we're actually not looking to hire. We have an employee of ours who has returned from Canada. But yeah, no, so we're not looking to hire right this moment. We have a couple of individuals who are still in college wanting to grow their own business, but they love to clean. So this is like their secondary part. Their aspirations follow elsewhere. And so we just get to be lucky enough to have them while we have them. So we have one individual who, like I said, she has been our technician who's been with us since this beginning. She was here before I was. She likes to move to Canada on us. So she is officially back for a couple months. She's helping us out for now and over the summer. That's Bree. I'm sure anybody who has ever had a cleaning with us knows Bree by heart. Then we have a couple of technicians who will be leaving us shortly. We have one that's returning back from maternity leave here in the next month or so. Once she's cleared, she'll be back and ready to roll, except with a new little one at home.
Nice. Great. So I know obviously not looking to hire team members. What about growth for your business? I'm sure you guys are willing and needing to add clients. What type of clients are you looking for and wanting to add at this time?
So I think at this time we're looking for those small commercial ones that I mentioned. Those small commercial businesses really give us a lot more time frames. It gives us a better chance to excel at our business. We're consistently learning new techniques, and those reoccurring individuals really help us in getting to use those techniques. Not so much like, "Oh, we're going to ruin your floor," but more so like, we have a new technician we want to try out, and she's really good at floors. Let's see how she can excel in your workplace. And those recurring clients are really helpful for us with keeping steady income as well. So in all honesty, having someone who pays their bill on time, and that recurring business helps us grow and get bigger essentially.
Yeah. Well, great. I tell you what, that's great information on Clarity Business and Clarity Cleaning. And we'll talk a little bit at the end about how to get a hold of you and Josh if people have an interest in pursuing that. But let's hear a little bit about you, Krissy. I think that's an important piece to this. I know that's something that you're probably a little anxious about anyway. It's hard for us sometimes to, some of us anyway, not me, but some of us to talk about ourselves. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you've done a lot of things over your life and worked in the banking industry. You worked in the healthcare industry. You worked at Winery in Aviston, of course, which is a really popular spot, actually owned by Gorez family here in O'Fallon right now. So, you've had a lot of different jobs. How did you land with Clarity? I mean, I know you took Rebecca's spot, who's a BNI member as well, but how did you get there? I mean, what landed you in that spot?
Yeah, so I right out of high school, I thought, oh, I'm gonna go into nursing, and then all of a sudden, I was like, I sat with an elderly lady. I had met her son-in-law at the winery. I worked with him for a while, and he's like, "Man, I love who you are. I love your personality, and I know you were into nursing. Would you be interested in doing this?" And I was like, "Absolutely." So I started there, and that's when I had my second son. It was total blessing for me at that point. And after she passed away, I was like, I can't do this. I don't like this anymore.
Right.
And I started at a hotel actually. And when I was at the hotel, I got a message from one of my close friends' sisters. And she's like, "Hey, we have an opening. Would you be interested in this?" And I was like, let me see what's going on. And so that's when I entered the banking world. And after about 5 years, my small little bank was getting bought out by a credit union. And on the same day of them giving me my offer to join the credit union, my sister in law, Anna, who is our office manager with Clarity Businesses, she called me and she goes, "I'm looking for someone to run our cleaning business. Is that something you'd be interested in?" And I said, "No." And she said, "For real?" And I don't really know anything about clean. Like, I don't want to clean, you know? I've been in this business setting, like meeting business owners and working in an office life. Like, I don't want to put my body through all of this heartache and cleaning. And she's like, "No, you just need to manage the cleaning company. It's very more organization and office work." And I was like, "Oh." And she's like, "Well, you might have to clean sometimes." I'm like, "Well, I don't mind cleaning sometimes, but I don't really want to clean every single day."
Right.
And she's like, "Well, what do you think about just trying it out? If you don't like it, then no hard feelings. You know, it's always hard to get to work with a family. You never know how that's going to work." So I was like, okay. I wasn't happy with the way that they ran things aside from the smaller bank that I worked at. So I was like, what do I have to lose?"
Right.
And she really threw all of the benefits at me, work from home, flexible schedule. If I need to leave, vacation, unlimited, just, be mindful, obviously. So I was like, you know what? I'll try it out. So in 2022 of June, I left the bank and decided to start cleaning. And I helped out with a couple cleans and I actually found that I loved it. It was therapeutic in a sense, seeing the transition from a deep clean, especially when you see something that's just astronomically dirty and the feeling that that client's getting at the same time where they're overwhelmed and don't want to do it, and you come
Yeah.
in and you get that sense of relief that not only did you do a good job but you're also helping them. And
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons I've stuck around so long. you
And you're
know
going
it
on you're going on 3 years now with Clarity Cleaning here in June, I
Yep.
think, right?
Yep. June of 2022 was my start. I plan to stay as long as I can.
Yeah, that takes me into my next question. I know you want to stay there, and obviously it gives you some great work-life balance, which we're all looking for. That's obviously the new thing,
Oh
in the
yeah.
last 20 years is to have good work-life balance and to be able to take care of kids and the level that you're at and take care of your children and your family. Do you have any long-term goals or aspirations business-wise that you're working towards and things that you're trying to grow through Clarity? What can you share with our listeners there?
Yeah. So with the business sense, we're really just looking to grow bigger. I go big or go home is what I've always been taught. And we're looking to grow. I would love to have about 20 different technicians that I get to assist and help in. And We get about 20 to 30 cleans a week, which I think it's a pretty good number for a small business, but I'd love to up it. I'd love to have more evening cleanings and evening technicians that they get to go out, just build the business bigger, build Josh bigger. He
Yeah.
does a really great job of advertising and keeping us where we need to be. And I'm so blessed and thankful for everything that he's assisted me with, and I would love to return the favor as best I can.
As we share this with BNI folks and other business owners that are watching this on social media, what type of referral partners are you looking for? When we talk about referral partners, training BNI members to understand who their golden goose is and who the partners are that they need to be rubbing elbows with, how can we refer your business best? And what's the best referral partner for you?
Larry's a very great example. Someone who's already in the home has always been the best golden goose for us. Someone who's seen the house and can nicely be, hey, I know a great cleaning company who can help. Contractors are always great. Larry, I don't think I've mentioned this, but Larry is a carpet cleaning individual. So him being able to clean the carpets after not only helps us, but helps the customer too, because that's reducing the time on ours, saving the customer money by not having us do it, but hiring him to do it. And that's been a really good referral partner for us. Property managers are always great. Someone who deals with ins and outs of apartments or duplexes, houses. We get those move in, move out cleans, which are a longer clean for us. So therefore, benefits us most with financing, but that also helps them in getting someone in quickly. We fit them in last minute and then they help us in expanding our business. And I think those two are our primary golden goose. The carpet and the property managers are definitely,
Yeah.
definitely the best.
Yeah, so contractors, carpet cleaners, real estate agents, lenders,
Mhm.
property managers, obviously marketplace owners, facilities that we have here in O'Fallon where we're at, places that have those small businesses that you can get into at 5:30, 6 o'clock to clean, right?
Yeah.
When a business owner's not in there, those are good referral partners for you. So yeah, I think that's great for our listeners to hear that whenever they're listening for those keywords, that they're able to refer you on a regular basis. And I guess we'll wrap up here a little bit, Krissy, just briefly. What really sets Clarity Cleaning apart from, just the other cleaning companies that are out there? Why should people bring their business to you? And why should people refer you as well? What can you share with us for that?
So I think what most stands out to us is our contract. Our contract is a cleaning plan that's given directly to our technicians, so everybody's on the same page. It's also not a long-term contract. We found a lot of individuals sign a contract and then you're stuck with them for 6 months. We are realists. We know that we are not everybody's company. We're not everybody's favorite. But we are a lot of people's favorite. So one of the things we pride ourselves on are the man-hour rates that we provide. Budgeting, like if you have a budget you want to stay within, we work really hard to stay within your budget and still get to do those things that you want us to do. We found that our cleaning plan, cleaning contract, they're basically the exact same thing because we call it a contract because it gives us the legal ability to enter the home. However, it's just a cleaning plan. It's a scope of work that's given directly to those technicians. So what you actually want done in the rooms are what we are going to do. We're not going to just go in and we're not going to move all your stuff around if you don't want us to. If you want us to only come in and do baseboards, we can do that. There aren't a lot of businesses out there that will do that. They will come in and do whatever you want, but they're not going to do it at a level that I think we pride ourselves on. We try really hard that customer service is 100% in our book. If you're not happy, you talk to me and we go and figure out how we can make you happy. We never want to leave anybody unsatisfied. And, I've been in healthcare, I've been in hotel, I really pride myself on the amount of customer service I can provide. And that's one thing that Clarity Cleaning does best.
Right. Well, I tell you what, I've known Josh Hetley now for about 6 or 7 years, and Clarity Business and Clarity Cleaning, everything that he does is first class. And I know he hires first class people too. And he's got Anna and he's got you and he's got people that are working for him. And that's an important piece to that is whenever you're running a cleaning business, people coming into your homes and into your offices have got to be people that have been cross-checked their backgrounds, and they've got to be people that you trust. And I know that you guys and Josh wouldn't hire those people that we can't trust. So I
Yeah.
appreciate you coming on today. I tell you what, this has been great hearing your passion for what you do. And I know your passion is not necessarily cleaning, but it's leading people. And that's what your position fits. And you are a terrific referral partner. I love having you in our BNI. I count you as a friend, and I'm a great referral partner. We're lucky to have you, Krissy. And we look forward to our listeners and people out there looking up Clarity businesses as well as Clarity Cleaning, and seeking you guys out for all of their cleaning, boulder, water feature, you name it, needs, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
Clarity businesses will come out and do it well, right?
100%. Yeah. That customer service, I mean, we're really going to make sure that you get what you're asking for and not, we don't like to leave any stone unturned, basically. Even
Awesome.
with the meticulousness of our crew members and the clarity ponds, like you mentioned, that they will take each individual rock and place it where exactly you want it to be.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being with me today, and we look forward to seeing your continued success in everything that you do.
Yeah, thanks, Jason. This has been great. I really hope the success for this goes as far as you want it as well. This has been a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thank you, Krissy.